Welcome back, guys. We're gonna take some questions from Facebook tonight that you've posted during the day. So let's jump right into it. So first question, Jenny asks, if a mom had problems dilating during her first delivery, will she most likely have problems at another? Got to 7 centimeters last time and had to do a C-section. Is that likely to happen again? The answer is that it's not yes or no. You can get an actual number from the website that I linked you to in the VBAC video, where you can actually calculate your chance of success. So I recommend go back to that in the description, which you have to click to see pop down. There's the link. You can jump on there and you can calculate your own estimation of success. So that is something that is a question on there, dilated to 7 and not beyond. That's called arrest of dilation. So you'd want to click yes to that one, put in the other information that's pertinent to you, and then you'll get a number. So check it out. Okay. Elizabeth asks, how long can it take for a menstrual cycle to regulate after stopping birth control pills or other forms of birth control? So birth control pills, pretty much your period's gonna go back to normal right away, assuming your periods were normal before you started birth control pills. Some people had irregular periods. Well, when you come off birth control pills, they're probably gonna be irregular again. But that's a separate question, but assume you had regular periods. Really, there shouldn't be any big difference. You come off the pills, the big difference is pregnancy could happen. But you really shouldn't see any big long delay. So we don't think you need to wait any period of time. If you want to get pregnant and you're taking birth control pills, you can just stop when you're ready. Another study has shown that if you have irregular periods and if you have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, that a few months of birth control pills will regulate your periods, and those periods tend to stay regular for a few cycles even after you stop the pills. And that may be an easy way to get a few regular cycles out of it and improve your chances of pregnancy. So we don't think there's a detriment, pretty much to stop when you're ready to get started. Other forms of birth control, Depo-Provera can take a long time to get out of your system, up to a year. Keep that in mind. Other ones, pretty much as soon as you stop them out of your system. Questions about cholestasis of pregnancy and is it likely to happen again, even if you had your gallbladder removed? So cholestasis of pregnancy is a liver condition of pregnancy that is probably genetic. It's thought to be liver dysfunction, not related to the gallbladder. I looked this up and there's really nothing I could find that said, the gallbladder played any role at all. It's really a liver thing. So probably removing the gallbladder has no impact, and your risk of recurrence is probably the same as anybody else, 60 to 70%. So a pretty high chance it could happen again. Of course, we know what it is now. You can be monitored, treated, and hopefully still have a good outcome and hopefully not itch yourself to death while you're pregnant. Good luck. Hope for the best. Kylie says, what's the best birth control option for someone who has a bicornuate uterus? Bicornuate uterus is an abnormality of the shape of the uterus. It's an abnormality in how the uterus formed when that person was an embryo. Put some pictures up here to sort of see, but essentially it becomes sort of this heart-shaped uterus with a big dip in the middle, and it can't even be two separate uterine cavities that maybe connect, maybe don't. That's not a good candidate for an IUD. Clearly you need to have a normal uterine cavity. If you have a known uterine abnormality, IUD is not a good idea. Any other method of birth control is fine. See the birth control video. Pretty much everything else, you're good. I asked about the VBAC model and prediction of success as it pertained to a history of 2 prior C-sections. Did the model still hold up? The short answer is we don't know. I'm pretty sure that the study was done with history of 1 prior C-section. I tried to look this up, and that's the best answer I can come up with. So the short answer is it's not the same. Hard to give you a number. Maybe 10 to 15% less. So if you put your numbers in and all the reason you had a C-section and all that stuff, and then you get a number, knock off 10 or 15% for good measure, and that probably gives you a reasonable estimate. The other thing we know is it doubles the risk of a uterine rupture, so less chance of success, higher chance of rupture. A lot of doctors will not agree to try to have a vaginal birth after C-section if you've had 2 prior C-sections. I don't really say yes or no. I try to present people with the information. They can make their own minds up, but I will tell you that it's definitely a little bit riskier. The chance of success is lower. Another thing that's important to consider is how many kids are you planning on having in the future? Because if you're thinking this is repeat C-section, I'm done, I'm not personally sure that taking the risk for the trial of labor is really worth it. But if you're thinking you might want 3 or 4 more kids, Well, you sure don't want 3 or 4 more C-sections. That's a whole nother situation that can increase your risk substantially of other complications. So maybe in some situations it's reasonable. Okay, I think that's everything for tonight. Thanks to everybody who posted questions. Keep them coming. Maybe we'll do another one of these next week. If you want just a quick response, you can put the question in the comment section of this video. I'll see that question and I can answer it right away. If you do a quick question, need a quick answer, boom, no problem. Do that. If you have ideas for something you want to learn more about, those are great. Put them in the Facebook post like some people have tonight. Also, if you have other questions that really haven't been referenced in any of the videos so far, put them in the Facebook link and we'll take a look at those. Probably do another one next week if we get enough of them together. Thanks to everybody who posted questions. Thanks to everybody who is watching right now, and we'll see you again next time. Have a good night.